Return to Cinder. Written by The Stranger. A group of college students walked through a field somewhere in the state of South Carolina. There were 4 of them. The names of these travelers were Lakota, Baron, Citra, and Lucy. Recently, the group had been asked to gather samples of plants as part of their environmental science assignment. One plant in particular was becoming increasingly difficult to find. "You found any cardinals yet?" Baron asked Lakota. He was referring to the cardinal lily, which is a plant native to South Carolina. "Not yet. This damn thing is hard to find," Lakota said. "It might be near that tree," Citra said, pointing to a willow tree in the distance. "What makes you think it's under this tree?" Lucy asked. "I remembered it from a picture our professor showed us. It should be right under it," Citra said. "What's that thing you have again?" "It's photo something," Lakota said. Photographic memory," Citra said. "That must be so nice to have. I always forget things when I leave my dorm," Baron said. "It's not as nice as you think. Honestly, I don't think much of it," Citra said as they walked through the tall grass. Under the tree, the group could see a group of red flowers just below the leaning branches. It was the exact plant they were looking for. Lakota reached for the plant with his outstretched hand before a blue light made contact with his sight. Baron noticed it too, investigating its source. "The hell is that?" asked Lucy curiously. They could see a small glint of blue light revealing itself from within the tree bark. Lakota approached it, hoping that it was just an illusion. Before anyone could react, the bark split open to show a large blue portal presenting itself to them. "Holy shit," Lakota said as he approached it. "Back up! You don't know what that'll do to you," Baron said. It was too late. Lightning flung out of the portal and struck Lakota. He disappeared in a flash with nothing being left behind. "Oh God, run!" Lucy yelled as the other 3 booked it away from the tree. Unfortunately for them, the lightning struck them too, with so much speed, it was as if they weren't struck at all. Lakota woke up on a cobbled road with patchy grass growing through the cracks. Above him were pointed streetlights, which looked more like lanterns than anything modern. He groggily got up from the ground and looked around the area. He stumbled forward, still in a daze, and started falling. Suddenly, a hand grabbed the back of his jacket as Lakota stared downward. All he could see was a sea of stars and galaxies below him. He quickly realized that the land in front of him did not exist. His body was currently hanging off a ledge leading to what looked to be space. "Watch where you step, man," Baron said as he pulled Lakota back. Lakota planted his feet back onto the road. "Thanks. Where are we?" Lakota said. "I don't know. I told you not to go near that thing," Baron said. "Well, excuse me if I didn't know something like this would happen. Where are the others?" Lakota said. "They're across the bridge, trying to find a way back." "I'm not staying in this place for long," Baron said. He led Lakota to a stone bridge where the others resided. "Did you guys see the town up ahead? It's gorgeous," Citra said. She was right. The town in front of them looked old-fashioned, but with the modern luxuries found today like electricity and heating. The buildings were reminiscent of Victorian architecture with more electric lanterns lining the streets. The windows shined a yellow glow that livened the scenery as people could be seen going about their business. It reminded Lakota of a place he could only see in a dream. They walked through the crowd as the others noticed something rather peculiar about the townsfolk. If you looked into their eyes, you could see that their irises seemed to depict the scenery of stars in space. They looked cosmic. At the end of the street near an intersection, Lucy noticed a woman staring at them. She pierced her gaze at us in bewilderment. As Lucy walked by, the woman grabbed her arm and pulled her into the building. "Hey, let go of me, what are you doing?" Lucy said. The woman put her hands to Lucy's cheeks. "Your eyes! Why do they not glow?" the woman said in distress. I don't know. Why do yours glow?" Lucy said. Citra walked inside the building in concern. "Get your hands off of her," Citra said. You don't have it either, the woman said, pointing to Citra. Who cares? Why is it such a big deal anyway? Citra said. Because she knows where we are, the woman said. Who? Lucy said. The woman backed off and calmed herself down. Bring your friends. I'll tell you everything, the woman said. On the second floor of the building, the woman relayed her story. This place you have found yourself in is not your home. It is actually what you would call a large chunk of soil floating through space. My people are called the Celestials. We have existed here for centuries, living a peaceful life through the cosmos. One day, in another colony within a separate galaxy, their land floated past a black hole. One resident, Sitlali, decided to drift beyond the soil towards the black hole. Her celestial genes infused with it, turning her into a corrupted monster. She is an entity that can destroy worlds if she wanted to. We hid from her in fear of what she will do to us, until now, the woman said. So, why did you say that she knew where we were? Lucy said. Because when you outsiders came through the beacon, it sent a signal out through our solar system. She can pick up this signal, the woman said. When will she be here? Baron said. Not too long, the woman said. Hey y'all, look out the window, Citra said. The rest of them gathered at the window and witnessed an ungodly sight. People were running for their lives past the building. Then, out of nowhere, something different joined the crowd. It looked similar to the other citizens, however their eyes were red with black crack lines forming across their face and body. They twitched and writhed as they chased after the people in the crowd. More of them followed as they swarmed the street. The woman closed the blinds immediately and turned to the four of them. Listen to me. They will find us soon. If you don't get to the tower, then Sitlali will corrupt us all, the woman said. What tower? I don't know where to go, Lakota said. The woman opened a dresser and pulled out a thin piece of paper. She then grabbed Lakota's hand, opened it, and gave it to him. This will give you directions. It also tells you which specific buttons you need to press to activate it. If you do it correctly, it should repel her back from the town, the woman said. As she said this, an arm burst through the window and grabbed the woman's shoulder. She screamed as she pushed Lakota back. Get out of here, the woman screamed as she began to become corrupted. They ran into the other room and locked the door. Loud banging could be heard from the other side as the monsters tried to break in. Fuck, man. What do we do? Lakota said. That's when he noticed something that caught his eye. Behind his friends. Turn around, Lakota said. Why? Baron asked. Just do it, Baron said. Lakota said. They all turned and were met with a huge rack of weapons bolted to the wall. The armory included automatics, shotguns, snipers, pistols, and full automatics. I guess that solves that problem, Lucy said.
Hold on. It's sudden death.
The group burst through the door as the corrupted ran at them with full force. Citra was up first, pointing a pump-action shotgun at the first enemy's head and blowing it clean off. Next was Baron, who used a submachine gun to pump lead into another corrupted stomach. Third was Lucy, who shot at the enemies but missed almost every shot. Lakota stepped in and bashed one of their heads in with a metal pipe. The creature managed to lunge up and grab Lakota by the face, pushing him back. Baron ran over and whacked the creature off of Lakota with his gun. Shit, it touched me, Lakota yelled. Don't move, it'll only make it worse if you freak out, Baron said with his arms outstretched. Lakota put his hands to his face as he continued to panic. It's gonna happen any minute. I'm dead, Lakota said. Shut the fuck up, you're fine, Citra said. Lakota took his hands off of his face as he realized that nothing was changing. What the fuck? But that woman, I thought she turned, Lakota said. She did. It looks like you didn't change somehow, Baron said. Do you think it's because we aren't like them? She did say we were different, Lucy said. I don't know. I'm not testing that theory, though, Baron said. In front of them, a horde began to form. They sprinted towards the group with the intent to kill. Lakota noticed some stones nearby that they could climb onto to get a higher elevation. He told the others of this, and they decided to take their journey to the rooftops. Down below, the corrupted could see the four of them jumping across rooftops. They shot behind them as they went, hitting some of the creatures and making them fall off the building. "Keep shooting! Don't let them get close!" Baron yelled to the others. Suddenly, a red light emanated from far out in space. A woman emerged out of nowhere and could be seen floating towards the town. She was around the size of the Empire State Building and had black eyes with red rings, similar to a black hole. Her body looked to be made of a dark stone-like material with red crack marks forming all over her. She held her hand up as red bolts shot from her fingertips and started bombarding the town. The ground rumbled as they made impact. The group could see down below that the citizens and corrupted alike were being struck. "Who the fuck is that?" Citrus said. "That's gotta be the girl we were warned about," Lucy said. "Then why are we still here? We have to go," Lakota said. They continued to run across the roof in the direction of the town. On their way, they could see the corrupted coming in from all sides. Lakota pulled out his fully automatic rifle and cleared a path for them to escape before they got cornered. Citra jumped to a lower elevated building and began climbing down to the bottom. Once she reached the street again, she noticed one of the creatures sprinting towards Baron. After he jumped down as well, she aimed her shotgun at the attacker and blew its head off with one slug round. "Thank you. I thought I was dead," Baron said out of breath. "Don't worry about it," Citrus said. They finally made it. The tower was exactly where the map said it was. It looked to be nothing more than a large pillar with tiny windows scattered along its stony surface. They barged through a wooden door and was met with a large spiral staircase that led upward. A rumbling rang through the town as Lucy looked to see what was going on. Sitlali was closer to the town, and now that she had begun flinging meteors towards them. The impact sent houses and shops ablaze as the corrupted ran past them. The group slammed the door behind them and locked it. They ran up the stairs quickly as the corrupted howled outside. An explosion rocked the town as a large chunk of the wall came clean off in front of them by one of the meteors. The wind from the impact was so strong that the map flew out of Lakota's pocket and was sent drifting through the sky. "No! Damn it!" Lakota said. He kept running to the top, where a wooden trapdoor led to the floor above. They all climbed through, shut it, and locked it. "What do we do now? We needed that map for the buttons," Lucy said. On the wall in front of them was a control panel of 6 buttons. Surrounding that was a glass window that circled the entire wall. The front door below could be heard being broken through. The corrupted were inside and climbing the stairs. Lakota, Baron, and Lucy all sat there unsure of what they could do. That's when they heard 2 beeps coming from the control panel. Citra stood there looking at them in a calm demeanor. "I told you. I have a photographic memory," she said as she pressed the last button. The bright blue light shot out of the tower and straight at Sitlali. She screamed in pain as the light enveloped her entire body. She dissipated without even a trace of her being there. Down below, the corrupted began changing back to their original selves. Lakota looked over to the rooftops where they were, and saw that the corrupted that they had killed were turning back as well. "Hey, those guys are getting up," Lakota said. "Holy shit, I wonder if everyone we killed is back," Baron said. Lucy looked off into space where Sitlali once was. She wondered what fate might have fallen on such a treacherous being. The portal back to their world was opened at an identical willow tree where the group first found themselves in that strange place. The woman who had helped them congratulated their success and thanked them for ridding their people of Sitlali. "We will remember you always," the woman said. The group thanked them and went through the portal. Lakota was about to walk through, he stopped and turned to face the woman. You know, I never actually got your name, Lakota said. Oh yeah, my name is Lucy, the woman said. Really? That's crazy, that's our friend's name too, Lakota said with a chuckle. I know. She's another version of me, the woman said. Lakota paused. What? Lakota said in confusion. Before he could react, the woman pushed against Lakota's chest, sending him through the portal. Thank you guys so much. That was Return to Cinder. Be sure to like and subscribe, and have an awesome day today.